So just a few days ago, the White House had three kids playing cards together, and that was fierce. I was just kidding because they were not children, they're presidents. One is the president of the United States and president of Ukraine and the vice president of the United States. Because Zelensky was going to sign an agreement and he went to the White House during the press conference. A journalist just asked Trump if Trump aligns himself too much with Putin. And Trump said he aligns with the United States of America, blah, 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 blah. But JD Vance started talking about how good President Trump had done for this war by his great diplomacy, you know.
I would respond to this. So look, for 4 years in the United States of America, we had a president who stood up at press conferences and talked tough about Vladimir Putin, and then Putin invaded Ukraine and destroyed a significant chunk of the country. The path to peace and the path to prosperity is maybe engaging in diplomacy.
And Zelensky just asked him back by telling him Putin occupied in 2014 and no one stopped Putin. And the funniest thing of this part is that Trump, just like a person who was just connected to the internet by saying, oh, 2015, oh, 2014 to 2015, I wasn't there.
He killed people. You know what the contact
2015.
2014.
2014 and
2014.
Yeah. So
I was not here.
Yeah, but
He's just like a person who just realized what they're talking about. You know, basically, they just signed a ceasefire together. I mean, Zelensky, Macron, and another president, not the United States, just signed a ceasefire together before, and Putin didn't give a fuck afterwards because Putin didn't exchange the prisoners. And JD Vance suddenly acting like an Asian parent and a loyal dog, of course, saying Zelensky is not being grateful for what Trump had done. I mean, Trump, not JD Vance and Trump.
But Mr. President, with respect, I think it's disrespectful for you to come into the Oval Office and try to litigate this in front of the American media. Right now, you guys are going around and forcing conscripts to the front lines because you have manpower problems. You should be thanking the president for trying to bring it into this conflict.
But, you know, Zelensky just asked if JD Vance had ever been to Ukraine, but JD Vance said he only watched the stories.
Thanking the president for trying to bring it into this conflict.
Have you ever been to Ukraine? Did you say what problems we have?
I have been to.
Count once.
I've actually watched and seen the stories, and I know what happens is you bring them on a propaganda tour, Mr. President. Do you disagree that you've had problems?
You know, like JD Vance probably went to Ukraine once or never, I don't know, but he said he watched the stories, I don't know, like Twitter or IG stories. What kind of stories are talking about? A real story? Really? Are you the vice president of the United States? Are you a real politician? Because for people like me, who can just stay here, of course, we watch stories, IG stories or Twitter posts online and know the things pretty well. But you are a politician and the vice president of the United States. You are not a normal person. Like, you are the vice president of a very big country. You should do more. You know, you have more, so you should do more, of course. But JD Vance also mentioned Zelensky's propaganda tour, which I don't even know what Zelensky can propagate, because Zelensky, his country is now in the war. I don't know, like, his country is getting destroyed by another country. What is he going to propagate? What can Zelensky propagate? I don't know. But yeah, Zelensky just said everyone had problems at first, but American people cannot just feel that. And Trump interrupted and said he shouldn't dictate what they're going to feel. I don't know, like, Trump just started acting like a children by saying Zelensky didn't have a card to play with. Last time I heard playing cards was the time when I was in kindergarten. But yeah, like, playing cards is a very childish thing. You know, playing cards, imagine playing cards between presidents of those countries, you know. Hi. And Trump also mentioned Zelensky is gambling with the World War III. I don't know, like, gambling with the World War III.
You think
You're gambling with World War III.
What you're
You're
speaking
gambling
about?
with
What are you
World
speaking
War
about?
III. And what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country, this country.
I hope I can say in the casino. Like I'm gambling with the World War III. I hope I can say in my casino. But JD Vance just showed his loyalty again by demanding Zelensky's gratitude to the President Trump, not the President of the United States, not JD Vance and Trump. And Zelensky just said he showed his gratitude at the very beginning. The whole thing is very ridiculous. I don't know, man, because ever since Trump got elected as the President of the United States, the whole United States is getting worse. And I still remember something that Trump just said. He can settle this war in 24 hours.
I will prevent, and very easily, World War III, very easily. Before I even arrive at the Oval Office, I will have the disastrous war between Russia and Ukraine settled. It will be settled quickly. I will get the problem solved, and I will get it solved in rapid order, and it will take me no longer than one day. I know exactly what to say to each of them. I got along very well with them.
But now, probably, Trump hasn't got elected as the President of the United States, or Trump hasn't been elected as the President of the United States for 24 hours. I don't know the whole thing, because now, probably March 2nd, I don't know, like the war is still going. The war is still going on. And I also remember that Trump just said Zelensky that he's a dictator. Zelensky is a dictator, said by Trump. But during the press conference, Trump just denied and said that, did I say that?
Mr. President, do you still think that Mr. Zelensky is a dictator?
Did I say that? I can't believe I said that. Next question. A dictator without elections. Zelensky better move fast, or he's not going to have a country left. Got to move fast, because that war is going in the wrong direction. I love Ukraine, but Zelensky has done a terrible job.
It's like a person who's just cheating on his wife. Oh, did I do it? Denying all the things like a child, but all the things is recorded by the internet, so you can just watch the clips. I mean, I wish I can visit America before it ends by President Trump. I don't know. I hope America gets better and better during President Trump, but now it seems like Trump is going to play cards and those kind of things. I don't know. The world is getting more and more ridiculous, and I hope the world can be a better place. Thank you. See ya.